Welcome to Heal, Educate, Motivate, bringing to you a panel of friends who discuss about everyday life.
Or when you still haven't understood money fully yet, or its full potential. Like for example, the education of money. Do you see money as a good thing? Do you see money as a bad thing? Do you see money as a neutral thing, like it's just a token economy, or it's just a tool? Do you believe like money amplifies who you are truly? If you're not feeling all that great, the more money you have, will that amplify you not feeling great? Or if you do feel good and you have more money, you feel better? Yes, and of course, like you can do your research. You can go out there. You can find a book on the topic of personal finance. You can go out there to learn business, or even just a basic financial understanding of compound interest and basic investing. Like you don't have to learn all advanced investing methodologies. You can just learn the basics, and if you understand how compound interest works and how you can nest egg your money in that sort of situation, and by the time you're retired, you have millions of dollars in your pocket. Like I mean, there's no one set way, but educate yourself. If you feel like money is a curse, and then every time when you look at your paycheck, you're gonna feel you're cursed. You see, there's a lot of the programmings out there which comes to money. For example, some people say the root of all evil is money. You know what I mean? Or another person says the lack of money is the root of all evil. You see, some people say I can't afford that. You know, I can't afford that, and that stops them from opening their minds to see other ways of how they can afford it. I mean, the question is, if I can't afford that, I can't afford that. That's it, full stop. If you change the words you use, because this is pretty much psychology, right? If you ask yourself, how can I afford it, then you can actually move to more open possibilities of how to acquire more money into your life. You see, I mean, if you say I can't afford it and that's it, and you have the same situation, you have the same expenses, you always come out short, but the thing I want to bring your attention to is when you say how can I afford it, you might go into your life and you see opportunities, money making opportunities will reveal itself to you. I mean, I remember once I was discussing with a friend, right? We were talking about like, look around you, look wherever you're driving your car or walking or on your bicycle or motorbike, look around you, the roads, on the streets, that's money. The lampposts, that's money. The trees, surprisingly enough, you buy the seeds and put it in the ground, you water it or let nature water it. That is still some form of a currency. Everything around you is pretty much money. You see, and that was one of my biggest eye openers under this topic. And I love it. I love money. I love money. It doesn't make me evil. Doesn't make me cruel. Doesn't make me like some greedy capitalist. You know. You want to add to that, this Burmz?
Oh, definitely. Well, money. You got some great advice on money. If it comes to money, you talk to Murakai too. I always say we should have a separate channel, or we definitely need to have a full topic about money, managing money, how money can affect your well-being, your motivation and all that stuff.
Sure.
I say that all the time, and I think finance very important. If you don't have that managed correctly and understand money.
Nope.
What happened?
I know. I heard something. What? I don't know what happened.
I think somebody's trying to call you.
Did he hear it? Did he hear on your end?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's alright.
Yeah, I did.
All good.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. If you don't manage it, like it can interrupt all the other areas of your life. You know.
Emotions, um, emotions is healthy. Emotions is normal. Financing money is normal.
Mm.
I mean, you don't have to blacklist these things in your life, you know.
Yeah. No. They need attention.
Mm.
They definitely need attention because we weren't taught about all these things in school. Like they don't teach you about managing money and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
In school they don't really show you that stuff,
No, not really. Schools were originally designed
and
to,
it's a hush subject as well, you know, even with parents. Don't discuss your salary, don't discuss this all the time. Is, you know, we don't discuss that. It's rude to talk about salary. It's rude, you know.
Yes.
So who am I meant to discuss it with? Where am I supposed to learn it from? You know.
Yeah. I mean, like schools were originally designed to, like, of course, to give you the basic education, like basic maths, basic English, all the basic stuff. But as you progress in the schooling curriculums, yeah, they're truly just designed to make you get into the workforce. So, yeah, there's a saying like, the A students work for the C students, and the B students work for the government, and the DEF students, they'll get into military or trades.
It's interesting.
And it is really psychologically taxing on them all, until someone helps them to evolve, to be more emotionally mature about themselves. Anything more you want to talk about the financial sector of being stuck or not?
Why, you don't want to come back to the subject ever again? Or?
We can always discuss more. We always just sort of random things here and there. Little jab here and there. Yeah, so
I think we should definitely talk about financial stuff a lot more in the future.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It's quite important.
I find finance is very, very enjoyable.
You have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
Financially.
It's cool stuff. Yes. Are we gonna hit the next one now, Burmz?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Physically stuck. Okay. Did you want to start this one, Burmz?
Is that like, or maybe something like obesity or being unhealthy?
Overweight, underweight.
Yes, you know, like that could make you stuck.
Full capacity,
underweight, under capacity. You have like the anorexia and food.
Obesity.
You know, you have those food. Obesity. You have the eating disorders where a person would not eat.
Emotional eating.
Exactly. Emotional eating.
Do you know whether your craving is real or not, or are you under the pressure of eating dogmas? Like, some people, like they say, yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner at this time and this time only. What others have? What breakfast? What is it, Burmz? Breakfast, tea, lunch, supper, dinner, and what, tea after that as well? What was that?
Yes, tea. Yes, tea. Late night snacks and whatnot.
Do you binge on lollies and sugars and sweets, or
oh yeah,
or do you just eat meat, or are you a vegan or vegetarian? We're not judging anyone here. We're just pointing these things out. Are you like what else? Burmz. A lot of sugars. Burmz?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
what other kind of eating disorders? Not eating this. Eating disorders,
Uh-huh.
also eating routines, and there's dogmas and all that sort of stuff. So physically is ideally your body, you and your body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so there might be you want to weigh a certain weight, but you are stuck on the upper scale or even the under scale. You want to weigh like maybe 80, but unfortunately you're around 90, 100 or 180, and you can't shake it fast enough, or your weight's fluctuating, or you feel like you're underweight and you want to hit maybe 10 kilos more than you right now, or 10, 20 kilos more than you, but you can't hit that. Maybe you're not muscly, you want to be muscly. Idealistically, all this happens on a mind level initially. Okay, so from my experience, I understand when I was young, I was in my shape. Okay, and you notice a lot of the youngins out there, they're really healthy. They have a nice erect back, and they're moving quite healthy. And then eventually, some of them progresses into hunching a lot, bad posture, not having enough energy, they're fatigued, or all that stuff. Burmz, what would you like to add?
I don't know where I can go from after erect backs, but I don't know where you came up with.
Oh my gosh. Are you a sloucher, Burmz? Are you a sloucher?
I am a curver. I
You're
am
a
definitely
sloucher.
a curver.
Sloucher.
I'm curved to the left.
Are you moving enough, or you're not moving enough, or you're over moving?
I think I got the. Yeah. I mean, spending a lot of time on the computer. You know, it definitely. It definitely gives you bad posture, I'd say, you know?
Yes.
You need to,
Okay.
especially, I mean, I'm quite a big fella. I don't know if you all have seen me in real life or not, but, Swiss.
Speak about your personal experience of being stuck in a physical sense.
Physically stuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Big physical. Yeah, I am right now. I'm in I'm about 180 kgs, which is wow, that's big, you know. Quite big. So it is hard. I'm reluctant and stuck to like. Exercising, you know, I don't really. It's not pleasant to go exercising. It's a very tedious task, and it's boring. You know, it's quite painful as well. Just a normal walk, it's quite hard, you know, just to accomplish that, you know. So definitely, I mean that's kind of stuck, you know.
Yes.
What about yourself?
Yes. I weigh right now around the hunch mark now. On the hunch mark.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good, man. It made progress.
Originally when I was in my teenage years, I'll probably weigh around 70 kgs. And when I entered my 20s, I was getting into around the 80 kgs. Okay.
80, yeah, okay.
80 kg. When I hit my 30s, I was hitting around the 90 kgs. Right. The funny thing, right? I have realized this because I've observed it in a lot of people. Is for example, I have a friend and he'll be in his mid 70s, right? and he looked at his stomach, and he says, I'm getting big. I told him, mate, don't say that. Don't say that to yourself. Because I did the very same thing. When I was saying 5 kgs, I didn't realize, but when I hit 80 kgs, I was like, I'm getting big. And what happened? The mind is set, the body will follow. The mind is set, the body will follow. The mind that projects, the body will follow. And
Oh Lord.
and then, so when I was entering my 90s and even my 80s, I'm like, 80 is still not bad. 80, 83 is not bad, but when I'm saying, oh my god, I'm getting big, then I start hitting the 90s. Oh my goodness. And then I hit the hundreds. I'm like, no, why would I do that to myself? And and just by trying to lose weight, it's psychologically draining. If you don't set your mind to a very healthy routine of healthy physical physique, like you need to actually have a mindset, right? The problem is a lot of people go out there, right, and they'll walk. Okay, they say I'm gonna walk for half an hour a day, and they walk for 5 and 10 minutes, and they're in physical pain, and they do their 30 minutes and get back home and say, oh, thank goodness that was over. They don't say, oh wow, 30 minutes, that was fantastic, I feel great, I feel good. But instead they're saying, oh, that pain is over, thank goodness. That's the thing that is very detrimental, you see. Because the real concept is move until you feel the pain. When you feel the pain, stop. Okay? And repetition. If you move for 10 minutes and you're in pain, stop. Stop. Chill. Do something else, right? And then you move for another 10 minutes another time, because routine is a mother of all skills. Do it again for 10 minutes. You feel pain, stop. And then you realize on the third day you did for 15 minutes. And you're like, what the? 5 minutes extra? How could this be? Obviously, because you are getting stronger and moving and you're progressing. And then you do 15 minutes, you hurt, stop. Then you get 30 minutes, and then you stop. Okay? Move until you feel the pain and stop. And this also includes in weightlifting too. Don't bench 100 kg off the spot, like, oh, you know what I mean? Start small, you feel the pain, stop. So as soon as you associate pain, sadness, unfulfilled expectations to any type of routine in your life, you don't want to go back there. You're not going to go back there because it's painful. You know what I mean? Who wants to go through life feeling pain? It's like saying, today I'm going to hurt myself so bad, that I'm going to faint on the floor by the time I get back. Okay?
Oh,
You
yeah.
getting that, Burmz? You understanding that?
I feel, yep, I get it.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Wow.
This is the best.
Okay.
What we're talking about. So we've gone through physically.
We did emotionally, we did financially, we did physically, and now we'll go to spiritually. Spiritually. I want to make what do you call it? Clause? Is it called a clause or a safety note? Well, before we discuss the topic of spiritually,
yeah.
We're not promoting any kind of religious activity. We're not bad mouthing any religions or anything like that. When we talk about spiritually, it's pretty much your individualistic, it's your connection with, well, whatever you want to call it. It's your connection with what that is. Okay. So we're not here to badmouth. We're not going to promote anyone in particular. It's just your personal. That's your personal belief and in your connection. And we're just going to touch about the connectivity of all that is. Burmz, we'd like to start.
Yeah, sure. So
Mhm.
spiritual stuckness.
Mm,
Wow, without the
mm.
promotion or demotion.
Yeah, no promotion or demotion or any particular religion or anything out there. Um, I mean, like,
Well, if you talk about stuckness, wow, I'm gonna have to cover that stuff. I'm sorry. It's not
no, no,
to
we're not,
demote.
we're
It's
not
not to
promoting or
demoting.
demoting.
I'm not demoting, but I'm just.
Mhm,
What I'm trying to say
mhm.
is that a lot of people get stuck when it comes to spirituality. It's
They don't
a
know.
lot of people don't understand. There's a misunderstanding, or that they become
Mhm.
lost in a word. They
Sure.
people like to blame all of their miscomings and misfortune towards
Burmz, I have a
spirituality.
question for you. I have a question for you. What
Yep.
does spirituality mean to you?
To me.
Yeah, what does spirituality mean to you? You can start with that.
Okay, that's a good question.
Mhm.
Spirituality.
Enter elevator music. Then. Yeah.
Good, good Power Rangers.
Okay, we're getting very sidetracked now. Okay, Burmz. You have the moment to think?
Spirituality to me
Mm-hmm.
is the understanding or the connection beyond self.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's nice.
it's the connection to the outer. It's the unification. It's a joint consciousness.
That's beautiful. I like that one.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
It's like our connection with the world.
It's like a belonging, is it? Kind of like a belonging, or anything like that, or?
It's like our,
Hmm. I like the way he explains it, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you're the spirituality. You're the pro on all of this stuff.
I'm the
But spirituality helps us. Oh God, I nearly died.
You're not playing Minecraft or talking to us, are you? Oh, he is playing Minecraft. Oh my goodness. No.
This is one of my faults here, people.
Is this like the spirituality of Adzi on the Minecraft server?
That's exactly.
Spirituality is like Minecraft.
It's like Minecraft. It means spirituality. Oh man, what the hell? Where am I? What was that? Oh.
Goodness. Oh, Burmz.
Spirituality. It's the darndest thing, I tell ya.
Yes, yes. So,
Oh no.
so when you're stuck spiritually, what would that be like for you, Burmz?
I'm gonna die. It's like being in Minecraft with no food.
Oh.
And I'm about to die.
Wow. Thank you, Burmz. Burmz, do you want to take a break on this, or you want to keep going? What do you want to do, buddy?
Yeah, let's continue. I think I'll just I'll close this here.
Okay.
All Alright.
Okay. For me, spirituality is your your identification and your personal connection with a higher power of some sort. There's different educations out there about that sort of stuff, but those who feel spiritually stuck is that sometimes they can they kind of fall through the cracks of things which are not too sturdy. How am I gonna explain it? Like let's say I want to believe something, but I don't know it yet. There's this nice documentary called The Shift by Dwyer. Beautiful soul, beautiful slow. It was really beautiful documentary, and he talked about the shift where the generation of the young and the generation of the older, and each generation, male and female, young and older, and how they have different they have different needs in life, you see. For example, males when they're young, their needs are like maybe girls, money, cars, and all that sort of stuff. And when those guys when they get older, they start getting into like spirituality, family, connection, society, giving back. And women are like kind of like reverse of that, but yeah. So it's a very, very fascinating documentary. I do recommend it. It's called The Shift by Dwyer. You can get on eBay, or you might be able to. It might be streaming on some networks. But I do recommend that, and I find that such a nice way of explaining spirituality on a very basic level. You see. What else can I say about it? Burmz?
Spirituality. Is
yeah.
it? So that's your understanding on.
Yeah, it's a connection.
That's your.
It's a connection.
That's your.
Yeah.
That's what spirituality means to you.
Yeah, for me, it's a connection with something higher. Spirituality. It's your personal connection.
I think it's, and to most people, it's like understanding. People only want to consider it when it comes to a understanding of the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where am I gonna go after this life? That's what people always. There's no one to answer the question. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. No one has true monopoly over that great connection. I don't think it's like a board game that needs to be like that. But yeah, I mean, everyone do have that question. Everyone asks the question of who am I? Where do I come from? Where am I going? What happens afterwards? It's your personal journey. If you don't feel it right now, don't force yourself. If you feel later, you feel later. If you feel it now, you don't feel it later. It's okay.
So what would it be to be spiritually stuck then, Mr. Muramai?
In my opinion, spiritually stuck is just mean you don't know where you're heading with it. You don't know where you're heading with it. You don't know which one you want to choose.
Know what choice to make.
Pros and cons, or yeah. I mean, like I said, some people like. Yeah, it's a personal thing. It's personally, and like I said, some might not even choose to like pursue that kind of interest in their life, but we all have this question of a higher purpose that comes to play. But that's my opinion. Any question about spirituality?
Spirituality? No, I think I'm okay.
Okay, we cover that. Okay, next. Mental stuckness. Mentally stuck. Burmz?
Mentally stuck, yes.
So what do you want to say around the mentally stuck? What does that mean to you?
Mentally stuck. Trying to answer the questions for this.
Hey, it's your topic. It's not my fault you gave me that topic.
Well, I need your help to. I'm experiencing this topic. Mentally stuck, eh?
I am stuck.
So
right
it could mean like mentally stuck. I mean, it's good.
Yes.
Stuck for ideas, like you can't, maybe your mind is clouded, full of too many, you're filling it up with.
Mentally stuck. Okay, so so mentally is this like being stuck on the educational level, or is this like being stuck on a comprehension level?
If I say I'm stuck to you, are you gonna come back and say, "Nah, I'm more stuck than you, Burmz"?
I know. I forgot.
Are we gonna have a?
I forgot what happened to the end of that movie. Stuck on you. I forgot what happened at the end.
Stuck on you. Being that kind of stuck is alright.
Oh.
That's like attachment, isn't it?
Oh.
But attachment also in my faith.
Buddhist background, yes, it's not.
Is
everyone knows what.
Is yes, oh yeah, they do. I keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
So they, it's also a, attachments lead to the dark side, as they say. Attachments are the ones that stop you from being free. Freedom is a life without attachment. And we should never obsess over anything. That's for sure. We should not be obsessed. But I mean, I just sent a message to my mom just now. I told her, I'm recording a podcast with you.
Okay.
And then she wrote back, I said, I'm recording a podcast with my friend. She said, great, all my friends are depressed. And I said, I don't know if she even knows the topic of my podcast or not, whether she's relating to that. And then she said, I said, we are all stuck. And then she said, we are worse. What I was referring to, we are all stuck, as in like the whole, a lot of the human race are stuck, like according to our topic today, right? Being stuck.
If I ask the question, what's the opposite of being stuck?
Being, I just think is, you could be stuck and not stuck, and the only difference is that there's not something holding you. You don't even need to be moving. You don't need to be going backwards. It's just a feeling of being stuck,
Sure.
See, in my situation, I think if there wasn't, I don't think it's me that's sticking me or whatever, like keeping myself trapped. I don't think I've trapped myself. I feel like like life is trapping me, Well, not really life, but the requirements of government, the requirements of, But I guess everybody needs to make a living somehow. It's definitely not.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
For me, the opposite of stuck is being clear. Okay. It's kind of
Yeah.
like murky waters stuck, clear waters unstuck. If I think
Exactly.
about mentally stuck, it could just means you have a confusion in a sector of your life and you don't know how to proceed about it. That's the only way I can see about mental stuckness. And the only way I can understand you can overcome mental stuckness is just be patient and be willing to experience other aspects of that situation. And when the confusion becomes clarity and you can overcome it, that's the only way I can see how you can get unstuck on a mental level.
Mm,
Okay.
absolutely, sir.
And we got one last one before we conclude this podcast is relationships, and then we do the second part of this podcast on another day. So everyone get ready
That's
for
a
that.
good
for that
idea.
one. Yes. So
The
relationships.
second part should be good. Yes.
So relationships,
Mhm.
stuckness in
Ooh, yeah.
relationships.
Wow, this
Relationship.
stuck thing, is it quite common? This is another question. Is it common for people to for I think every person would become stuck in their life somewhere. Would I be correct to say that?
So I have a really strong opinion on this, right? It's from my opinion, people have been psychologically brainwashed of being stuck is because they mix the confusion of progression and regression. You see, once they don't understand, once they get murky about progression, regression, and they say if you don't progress, you regress, and if you regress, that's it, and the progression will be declined. No. The truth is, don't see yourself as a full regression. It's all a progression. Your whole life's a progression, no regression. You see, it's not like weight up, weight down, weight up, weight down. It's all progression. Once we overcome the illusion of digression, then progression will get you out of the stuck concept. It's a very dangerous concept of regression. You see, so progression would pretty much eliminate all kind of concepts of being stuck, and a lot of the deluded concepts of regression. So you're all evolving. You're individuals. You all have your life. You have your choice. You have your choices. Brilliant stuff. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, that went really well, and we come to the part now that we all love, where we ask some questions.
Yes, the intriguing questions.
The intriguing questions.
So everyone out there,
I'm stepping my pod game up here. Normally Muramai will be doing all these difficult parts of the pod, but it's time for me to
ask those tricky questions.
ask those tricky questions. Tricky.
How about you?
But
ask
I think
the
you
questions?
ask first. Oh wait, did you? No. You asked last time. I'll ask.
I mean, you can ask the questions. I can lie down on the hammock.
There you go. Well, that hammock, everyone's fighting over it.
Awesome. All right, you can go. Ask away, Burmz.
So Muramai, were you close with your family growing up?
Not 100% close. While I was growing up, most of my time was spent in school, and after school I would be back at my place, and my parents would be working, and they'll arrive at like a few hours later. So my parents were always working, and they were hardly home. So,
How about on the weekends?
weekends? I think I was out playing with my friends actually. I don't know.
There you go. We all were ready to run and jump on those streets, I suppose.
That's it. Yeah. So pretty much, I wasn't too close because while I got home from school, parents are always busy. When I get up, parents busy. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And how do you define your family now?
Mixed.
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 Care to expound on that?
Mom does her thing, dad does his thing, and yeah.
Okay, nice.
Keep it like simple.
And what traits are most important to you in your family members?
Trust and safety and safeness. I'm too a firm believer that the household life needs to be a very loving environment, and it's meant to be the most safest environment for you.
These are tough questions. I'm just thinking, what am I gonna answer?
Don't be
Okay.
so vain, Burmz. Just kidding. Alright, buddy.
And who are you the closest to, and why? We're gonna have to ask you to play favoritism
Do
here.
you think this is in context of family, or this could be like anything else out there?
It's
Looks like it's contexted to
it's
family.
to family. Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
closest to you in family? Yeah. I mean, it seems to be they're all family-based questions.
And I'm always in the grey area here. So I can say I'm close to my mom, but I like spending time with my father.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it's hard to pick favoritism, you know? Because there's always one side that has something that's nice, and the other side
Well, this
has
is
something goodness.
this is going to somewhere public. There is a risk that your parents could hear it, and you wouldn't want to upset
My
either one of
parents.
them. So
I wake
it's-
up and a shoe hits me across the head.
it's best to be a diplomat in these kind of
You gotta be
situations.
political, guys.
That's
Be
it.
political.
As much as
Don't give them a proper yes or no answer. The power of politics
vague.
never be in your favor.
Be vague.
And
Okay, and the last one is: do you want a family of your own?
of course, I'd love to have a family of my own. You
Mhm.
know, 3 kids, adopt a 4th. You know, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have friends that they want to be what's that? Animals are called desexed, but with people, there's another term for it.
Vasectomy for men.
Yeah, I know guys that want to get how do you pronounce it?
Vasectomy.
Vasectomy.
Mhm.
I'm like, you're too young to think about that sort of stuff, man. Like,
Mm.
maybe later in your life you might want to change your mind, but no, well.
Absolutely.
Okay, Burmz, you ready to receive it?
Yep. Shoot away.
Okay. Number 1, were you close with your family growing up?
Well, my parents did actually separate when I was young. So, plus my dad did work a lot, so I'd say in the first maybe 15 years of my life, I was close with my mom. And, I did spend time with my dad on the weekend. But then after that, it reversed. My mom went to go live overseas, and then I lived with my dad. So the next half of my life, I got to spend with my dad. So quite even.
I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate to your story.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's good, I suppose. I got to, have either one of their attention for each half of my life, And I think that's important, like in the second half of your life. First half of your life, you really need your mum, I think. Second part of your life, as you become a man, you need your father's guidance, and to help you navigate through the world. So, yeah, it's still going well. I like that. Close with both.
Beautiful.
I'm lucky, I guess. Some people might see that as a, it's sad, but I think I got to spend equal time with them by myself, no brothers or sisters. So, yeah, I got all of the loving. Yeah.
Nice. It's nice.
It's a positive twist. There's always a positive way to look at everything,
It's like that movie, and you watch the movie at the end, it has the twist.
Hey.
Awesome. Ready for the next one?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
please.
Question number 2. How do you define your family now?
My family now. You tricked your way out of this question.
I was too political. Oh my god.
I don't get this question. How do you define?
Your family. I really
It's
don't
still
know.
the same.
Define definition.
I'd say it's the same. Nothing has changed. It's still the same. It's me and my dad, and my mom my mom is overseas, but
She's always there. Now because of the internet, we've never been able to not communicate. But I do miss her food dearly. But that's that will all be back. One day we'll all be back together in the same country. Yep. That's all I got for that one. Murakai.
Oh, okay, Burmz. Question number 3. What traits are most important to you in your family members?
Patience, understanding, forgiveness. Sometimes I feel like I can be a bit too, maybe either demanding or too, I'm too stubborn myself, or like, your parents will try and tell you the right things, but not many people want to hear it. So yeah, my parents definitely have those qualities, patience and forgiveness, and yeah, it's good.
Number 4. Who are you the closest to and why?
Oh.
Give me that political hat. I should remain political.
In proximity.
48% votes left.
In proximity.
48% right, 2% up.
My dad is the closest in proximity to me in terms of distance. My mom is the furthest away from me because she's overseas.
Just get that measuring stick. Have you seen those measuring circles you had back in school? You roll it on the ground.
Yes.
It makes it click every meter. It makes it click.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah. Reminds me of those bands you could, like, as a watch and you could snap it on.
Yeah.
Those ones, or
The funny thing, it was the funniest tool, wasn't it? It just measures on the floor. It's like a little stick, right? The wheel at the end of it, right? And so it's got like a number on the wheel, and when you roll it on the floor, it goes click. That's 1 meter. Click. That's another.
The people
meter.
still use those. Those are the Stanley ones, right? Are you talking about the measuring tape?
No, not measuring tape. No.
Okay.
It's a funny one. It's like a stick with an actual wheel attached to it.
Okay,
Roll
you're gonna
on
have
the ground.
you're gonna have to show me it
I'll show it to you later.
after the pod.
Alright, cool. And if any of you out there that knows what it is, just comment the name of it. That'll be great.
To really answer the question, I think I'm close to my parents in both different ways. My mom, I can talk to her about some things and she will understand better than my dad would understand. And some things I could talk to my dad and he would understand better than my mom would understand. So it's close to them in different ways. So you can never. I feel it's equal. I'm pretty open with my parents and they know everything. I tell them most things that I need to tell them. So yeah, that's good. Even the worst things that I've done in my life, they know about it. So I'm open and honest with them. But sometimes you gotta be careful what you tell your parents because they can also use that information against you too. So communicate carefully. Then got any more questions there, Mr.
Okay,
Kazami?
One more. Do you want a
Kiyosaki?
family? Do you want a family of your own?
Yes. I'm not sure actually. This question is, I'll only do it if I was absolutely sure I was ready to be able to support them, and I know that I was ready to just focus on that. I don't think I'm ready yet for family, and I don't want to give bad opportunities to another life. So
It's a shame, isn't it? I mean, I read somewhere where guys nowadays are a bit more set back from love because they have the provider hat, which is like a high status situation. And then
see, a lot of people want to over provide
they don't
too.
feel that they're ready for love unless they can provide, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like a catch-22, isn't it? Like they're not like going out there and falling in love. They're like reserved and thinking, okay, can I provide for this? Can I provide for that? Should I first be a good provider before I find the right partner? You know what I mean? It's not really like, oh, we love, and work our way through. You know, it's always been that little precaution.
Yeah, I definitely,
Because like we have that deep-seated fear whether if we can provide or not.
Absolutely.
It's true. It's out there.
I mean, and also partners as well. Women out there, they're also judging you on whether, you know, if you're gonna be a good provider or a good role model for the children.
Yeah. Or there's
say if you were abusive or something like that, or you were like you're domestically.
I think it works on both sides of the territory as well. You know, guys to women to guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so awesome.
Either way.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we call it for now. Thank you for listening to the Stuck podcast. Thank you for getting to know us. If you have any questions or if you have subscribe, tell your friends, share. I've actually noticed a few people have been joining the Facebook group, and I've been a little bit lazy of connecting the social media together. I do apologize, everyone, but that's been happening. And
You could also put the same,
put the links around. Yeah.
not just the links though. Another podcast that I listen to they plop the whole video onto Facebook too.
Oh yes. Like
So you
just-
can
just
play
run
it
the
within
video.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Is that possible? Can you upload it to Facebook?
The videos.
Yeah, could we put the whole podcast on Facebook?
Yes, it is possible, but YouTube is just so easy a channel to do it.
Okay,
That's what
we'll
I
look
realized.
let us know if you want it on Facebook. And
Yes, and the
anybody-
outro is love, great stuff. It's very healing. It's warm. It's nice. And pro-life. Love is, you know, pro-life. Protect, safe.
don't be afraid to find it.
Don't be afraid of being love. Okay, awesome. Until next time, everyone.
May the bubble be with you.
Stay tuned. See you, everyone.
Thank you for listening. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment your questions below. Stay tuned.